John McCaig with JesusChristTrust.net. Let's go over the human race, okay? Let's go over the human race. Just Google human race, wiki, right? Here comes the lie. Liepedia, right? Everything is a lie. Every single thing. Um, so, it would say the human race, or the human race, may refer to, right? Uh, you know, these things. But actually, let me tell you, all of their uh, human race stuff is really just made up. Okay? Like, we're in a 64-year time loop. No one evolved in here. The physical species didn't evolve to where they are. Apes turn into humans and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's. You're saying that somehow someone's grandfather at some point was a monkey, and then next one in, a human. That's the story. You know, the flaw in that is there would still be, grandparents who were monkeys and children who were monkeys. You see, if that were true, sometimes they're monkeys, sometimes they're humans. Like, why would, what I'm saying? Why would that change? That wouldn't change. So, anyway, it's just such a silly thought. What they're trying to do, you know, here's another one. Oh, a categorization of humans. It's like, oh, well, you want to get some, what they call verisimilitude, right? Some backstory up in your slavery. Because without backstory, how can you be tied to, white lives matter, brown lives matter, red lives, white lives. Wait, who's who? What's that script again? Who am I? I need a script, you know what I mean, to define who I am, right? That's what they need. They need a little script. Oh, who am I on the script chart of the player? What did the player piano set I belong to? It's like, why would you care? You know what I mean? Once you find out the truth, why would you care about that? You know what I mean? You might want to look back and be like, how were you how did that mind control work on me? Why was it good for me? How was it similar to other people's mind control in other quote cultures, which are all fake? Um, you know what I'm saying? You might want to look at it that way. Oh, hey, they're enslaved this way to do the same thing over here that they do to us over here. That's can be interesting. Whatever. But the human race, Wikipedia doesn't even say what it is. So I'm gonna say, why type it up there? Because they just take it down. They wouldn't let it up even. But yeah, there's a race, right? Think of a race as a time. It's either, oh, a race is either kind of like time or distance. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna run or swim or bike or do something over this distance, or let's have a race. Usually refers to going somewhere. You know what I mean? But it could it can be, oh, let's I'll race you to eat so you could eat our orange first. I'll race you to see who could go finish this apple first. You know what I mean? That's another way to use race. So let's see who could get there fastest. You know what I mean? Like, and that's really actually what's going on. There is a race, against the clock, against the time, because the end date is coming, and so our reason to be here is to become spiritually enlightened, and you can't do it anywhere else. You can't do it in heaven. You can't do it in hell. You can't do it in the other balls up in the sky. You know what I mean? You can't do it anywhere else. You can only do it here during this human incarnation. So that means that there is a race against every other individual in a body, right? Every other individual in a body is actually in a race to see who gets there first with you. Everyone. Individually, everyone is racing against you. You see, and I'm the one that won the human race. I won it. I won the race first. It's also not like other races where, like, oh, I won, so that's it. The race is over. No, the race is over on Judgment Day. It's not over when the first individual makes it across the line. No, that's like, oh, I made it. Hey, guess what I saw in my travels? This is how you get to the finish line, because the finish line is obscured. You don't know how to get there. You follow, like, you're you're running a race, and it's like you don't even know you're running a race, and you don't even know where the finish line is. So it's very hard. It's a hard race to run. So only one that has run the race and won the race can help anyone else win the race. No one else can help because they don't even know what's going on. They have no idea. And even if they think maybe one's going on, they haven't won it, so they don't know, how to win the race. They don't know how. It's like running a cross country event. It's like you got to follow along, or else, you broke the rules and you're not in the race, or you weren't actually in the race. You were running through somebody's neighborhood. And you got lost. You have to. The race is, you have to overcome specific hurdles along the way that God decided. Not me, of course. I'm the one running the race, not deciding what the race is. I'm not that, no. Uh, so, there is a human race. I'm trying to let people know how to win that human race. That's what I'm doing. And yeah, this information that I'm putting out there in public that no one else has ever, ever put out. You know what I mean? Like this information I put out, no other human has ever put out. I need to prove that I won the human race, but then I'm kind of building this information into like a Christian minister, spiritual minister, um, Christian minister, like training, so because training is information, but it's also training with someone, like you need this information, and then, I'll take my time and train the individuals who want to donate to this church how to, become a minister of this church, how you can do, what needs to be done. And if you don't see the truth for what it is and so on, hey, I get that. That's okay. But you need to. And you need to give everything to Jesus too. Like the trust that I have, that allows that to happen. That you can give everything to Jesus Christ. You have to give over everything. You just become trustee. I actually can't really help people until that's done. Hanging out with me and doing what I say will get you in a bunch of trouble that you're like, oh, but I thought you said you could do this. Yeah, yeah. When you give over everything to Jesus, and then, okay, then you serve Jesus Christ irrevocably for the rest of your life, and you've overcome the paperwork and the control of the In God We Trust for real. You did it. And then you have to act accordingly. Those people I want as Christian ministers, because then I don't have to, worry about them doing anything except for their best according to God's two commandments: love God and treat your neighbors as you would have yourself be treated, right? Okay. So that's the human race. And if you want to win the human race, no one else can help you, right? No one else can help you win the human race. Only the one who won the race can help you win the human race. So, anyone want to win?